Northlands Coliseum, the old Rexall place.
Been there.
Home of the Oilers, beautiful arena.
I grew up watching hockey games there.
They want to knock it down now. They want to just totally bulldoze it. They want to build up an apartment complex, like a little mini city, monorail lines, big skyscrapers.
That's prime real estate, man. That makes sense. I mean, what's in there right now?
So they have, I think, about half the seats out, but the problem is, so they're spending apparently $1.something million a year to heat it, to keep it heated so you don't have any pipes bursting, and then security so you're not having the homeless come in. But they're not using it for any events because when the Oilers moved from Northlands Coliseum to Rogers Place, or Rogers Arena.
Arena.
They have so many facilities now, it's
Yeah,
crazy. But anyway, the deal was the Oilers gave the city the arena on the condition you can't do events or concerts in. Okay, so what can you use it for? Well, I mean, maybe you can make it into like a shopping mall. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, that's what they did. What they did with the old Maple Leaf Garden in downtown Toronto is now Ryerson University, if memory serves.
Yeah, it's a university. It's still a rink, but it's a university as well. So, I mean, them knocking it down, it would just kind of go. It's very on brand with major Canadian cities making terrible choices of knocking down beautiful historic buildings for short-sighted gains.
Let's be honest. It's not a beautiful building.
Well, it's a piece of history, though.
It's a piece of history, but it's not. It is far from beautiful. It is a giant concrete slab.
But it's a Coliseum, and it housed probably the biggest Canadian hockey dynasty in history.
Great. You know what? We got all of that very well documented on film, on digital, on camera, on newspaper. Like it is extremely well documented. Unless you're going to turn it into a living museum that you're going to lose money on, knock it down, make room for more real estate. I mean, it just makes sense. Edmonton is a growing city. It's getting massive skyscrapers. That is a beautiful piece of real estate. Mm-hmm. If there's any way you could maybe keep the outer shell just for the sake of history. But again, it comes from a very communist era of construction. Like once developers were able to realize that they could shape concrete, they went, oh my God, this is great. And so they shaped it and they had like these pillars going. But I remember that arena so well. They still got Wayner outside unless they moved that statue. Did they move the statue?
They moved it, yeah. It's in,
okay.
Yeah.
So if the statue's not there, we got everything that we need. If you want to keep the outer shell or a wall or part of it or one of the, tear it down. If it's not serving a purpose, bye-bye.
Well, to piggyback off your point, though, the way that they shaped Rogers Place, how it's shaped like an oil drop, beautiful arena.
Yep.
It's fantastic. But I don't know, I think it's a shame. I think you should keep it or do something with it. But
why? Are you paying the $1 million tab?
No, but it's cool.
Are taxpayers paying the $1 million tab?
Oh, don't get me started on taxes. Dave.
Okay, well, who's paying the $1 million tab? The city? Bye-bye.
Yeah.
See you later.
They spend money on such dumb shit. Who cares if you spend a little bit of money to heat an arena? Like, there's so many things that you can cut your spending
Well,
from.
if that's the case, then open it up and maybe turn it into a homeless shelter or turn it into something that's at least maybe
Oh, don't turn it into a homeless shelter.
or a flea market or a farmer's market or something. But it's got to be viable, and they haven't come up with any ideas yet.
I don't know. Leave a voicemail. This is an interesting one. I'd be curious what you think. But got a couple more Oilers things as well. This is breaking news. Lauren Kyle, Mrs. McDavid, as they call her, she's opened up a brand new bar in downtown Edmonton.
Oh, what's she calling it?
I don't know, but it's her new weekly business endeavor.
Oh, she got to call it McD's just to confuse people. Hey, more hockey content. It might be old, it might be new, it might be a full episode, it might be a half episode, but you can click these boxes because who doesn't like clicking boxes?